The Woman in Melee soundtrack for the first time ever was just performed live. Well, at least a little bit of it anyway. So, a few of you that might know me or have heard me talk about this for a long time is this concept of me wanting to start playing live again. I haven't been touring in a band and performing regularly since 2015. And over the years, I've developed this giant portfolio of Woman in Melee music for a couple seasons now, and I've been wanting to perform that music live, and getting into the solo guitar space has been a little interesting, to say the least, but it finally happened. Now, my original goal for performing this kind of music was to aim at trying to perform at anime conventions, gaming conventions, those kinds of things, where I knew that the niche in the audience was going to be the exact listeners or watchers of the show. So this past weekend in San Jose, California, I was able to perform at Fanime. Now, I have to give a big shout out to the Bay Area Anime Music Group for putting this whole thing together. And it was kind of this low barrier way for me to just start playing this music that I've been wanting to get in front of fans for a long time in a live aspect. And so in performing this music, I've always had this idea of wanting to perform it kind of alongside the episodes that the very music was playing in. And that's exactly what I ended up doing. So I did a little bit of pre-production, put a whole video together with 3 songs that I was going to be performing. One of them was Legacy Champs, which was the fight between Gohan, Adult Gohan, and Superboy. Solid Resident, which was Chris Redfield versus Solid Snake. And Let's Play Co-op, which was Tails versus Luigi. And I have to say, that was one of the funnest times I've had in quite a long time. It was really good energy in the room. There was actually a surprisingly large amount of people that actually watched Woman in Melee and were kind of shocked that when I said, hey, so you know this show that you might have heard or seen on YouTube? Yeah, I wrote the music for that. And it was kind of cool. There was a little bit of, I don't know, there was a little bit of cool connection there with just talking and meeting folks after the fact who were fans of the music and fans of the show. So I have to say thank you so much to everybody who came out to Fanime, everybody who came out to that contest on the side of Fanime that was put on by the Bay Area Anime Music Group. And I have to say I'm definitely looking forward to doing more and more live performances of the Woman in Melee soundtrack and several other original compositions very, very soon. So if there is a convention, a show, a local tour, anything that you think my music might fit in pretty well, I would love to hear from you and, get the ball rolling with booking some more live shows and bringing more of the Woman in Melee soundtrack and more to some stages near you.